Hello and welcome to Turboquick Tech Reviews. Today we're looking at the K&F Concept CM500 shotgun microphone for use with DSLR cameras. Quite simply, it provides an alternative to your camera's internal microphone when you're making videos. You simply insert the battery, mount it on the horseshoe, plug in the jack, switch on, and you're ready to go. The microphone has three settings: off, on with a 0 decibel gain, and on with a 10 decibel gain for a bit of a volume boost. Well, for one, at £30, it's one of the cheapest shotgun microphones on the market, which is why I bought it. Another good feature is the removable sponge cover, which helps to reduce wind noise. A further plus point is that it's unidirectional, which means that it records what it's pointing at and not so much what it's pointing away from. That's particularly useful if you're filming outdoors and you want to reduce the effect of ambient noise, like the guy using the hedge trimmer over there. As you might expect with a cheaper microphone, there are downsides, and the first one that I discovered with this was the build quality. The very first time I mounted it on the horseshoe and tightened it with the wheel, the shoe mount snapped. Rather than send it back, which I would have been perfectly entitled to do, I superglued it back together. But I shouldn't really have had to do that, and neither should you. Another downside of this microphone is that it takes CR2032 batteries, which are an absolute nightmare to get in, even worse to get out, and don't come in a rechargeable form, as far as I know. A fourth thing to mention, and this isn't necessarily a downside, but it's certainly something you should consider, is that it's a camera-mounted microphone, which means that it's fine if you're like 2 or 3 feet away from the camera, like I am now, but obviously the further you get away, the quieter it is. So if you're a filmmaker and your actors are in a long shot, they're 12 feet away or whatever, you might want to consider using a boom microphone instead, or using lapel mics. Now let's talk about the most important thing, the sound quality. Everything you've heard so far in this video was recorded on the K&F Concept CM500 microphone. However, everything you've heard so far was edited using video editing software to reduce the background noise. So let's get rid of all that editing now, and what you're hearing now is the unedited version, the raw sound footage from the K&F Concept microphone. As you can hear, it's quite hissy, there's quite a lot of background noise. You can reduce this background noise by going into your camera's own volume recording settings and turning them down. This does get rid of the hiss a little bit, but it makes everything else quieter too, and in my experience, it makes things too quiet. So if the K&F Concept mic is giving this displeasing, hissy sound, is it better to have no microphone at all? Is it better to use a camera's own internal microphone? Well, let's try that out now. How good this sounds is going to depend on what sort of camera you've got. I've got a Canon EOS 750D, and what you're hearing now is its internal microphone. I think you'll agree that for all its faults, the K&F Concept microphone did sound better than this does. So let's plug it back in. Well, that depends on a number of things. If you're a vlogger and you're on a budget, you're going to be stood 3 feet away from the camera, then this microphone is probably good enough for you. Although of course there is the issue with the horseshoe mount that I think K&F really needs to look into, and maybe you should consider looking at reviews of other cheap-end microphones before you buy this one. If you're a filmmaker, or you're just into top-notch audio without having to do a load of processing, then you may want to look at reviews of more expensive microphones like the Rode model. That's all from me. If this review was at all useful to you, please like, comment, subscribe. Also, while you're here on this channel, please, I'd be really grateful if you would look at some of the short films that I've made using the technology that I've reviewed today. My name's Robbo. This was a Turboquick tech review of the KF Concept CM500 microphone. Thanks for watching.